हे गाइस, वेलकम टू CMA ग्लोब। आई एम CMA सौरभ यादव और इस वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं एक ऐसे CMA की जिन्होंने दिसंबर 2018 में अपना CMA फाइनल एग्जामिनेशन पास किया। एक इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट ये है कि उन्होंने अपना CMA फाउंडेशन जून 2016 में पास किया और दिसंबर 2018 में अपना CMA फाइनल पास कर दिया। राइट, तो लेस देन 3 इयर्स में उन्होंने अपना CMA कंप्लीट किया। ही जस्ट 20 years old and his name is Aditya Raj, CMA Aditya Raj. He is from बोकारो, झारखंड। और इस वीडियो में वो आपको बताने वाले हैं कि किस तरीके से उन्होंने अपनी स्टडी को मैनेज किया और किस तरीके से उन्होंने अपनी प्रिपरेशन की, और कुछ टिप्स सजेशंस वो आपको देना चाहेंगे।
Hello guys, I'm Aditya Raj and I'm a recently qualified cost and management accountant. I have passed my examinations in first attempt. I took both groups together at both the levels. I have passed in this attempt only, December 18. And I got this chance to interact with you guys. In this very short video, I will try to share my experiences and a few things that I learned. I hope this will be useful for you. So let's get started. So the very first level obviously is foundation level. For foundation level, I believe that it is pretty easy obviously, and you don't need to do anything very exceptional, or a lot of tips and tricks are not required. You get the books, you study them properly, you will definitely make it. A little bit of diligence is required. Other than that, foundation is pretty easy. So the problem that I personally believe, and obviously the pass percentages back it up, that the problems begin at the very inter level, right? So at inter level you are introduced to this 8 new subjects and you have to manage all these 8 subjects. I am talking from the perspective of taking both groups together because that's what I did. So so you are managing all these 8 subjects. The very first thing that I personally faced the situation was that I did not know how to manage all these 8 subjects, right? So personally, I through at inter and then I get at final level, I realized that if you do these 4 revisions, okay, 3 revisions are basically said by everyone, but this 4th revision, I believe, I learned from my very recent experience at final level, right? So I will very quickly share what these 4 revisions are. Though these 4 revisions seem like a lot of work, but they are not that much. It is very easy to do it. It won't take that many days as it seems like 4 revisions. No, it is not like that. So very first revision that is said is that whenever you are going through coaching, or you may be doing through self-study using a book, or again a book. So basically whenever you are going through coaching, so when you go through coaching, you revise everything at that time. Whatever the teacher is giving you, whatever the way the teacher is trying to teach you, you have to adopt to that way. Okay, every teacher tries to give their best. You just need to understand what the teacher is trying to do. Just adopt to the teacher's way, do what he says. He may be giving you homework or everything, so do that. Make notes if the teacher is not already giving you. So basically that is the first time you revise whenever the coaching is happening. Every single class, before going to next class, you make sure that you revise every single thing. So that is the first revision. Solve the problems as the teacher is telling you to do so. So this is the very first revision. So I believe it is done parallelly with the coaching, right? So the second revision is, I believe, the important one, because at this time you are going to be either going to be completed with the coaching, or if you are going to study for you are going to study the subject for the second time, right? So when you're going to study the subject for the second time, you're going to study it on your own for the very first time, right? So you need to solve the material that is given by the teacher. Solve study material. Definitely study material is very, very important. All of you know already if you have been in the course for even short amount of time. So the second revision is basically the time when you study it on your own. You have completed the coaching. So that's what the second revision of any subject is. Now when you talk about, this is it. The third revision is just to summarize everything that you have learned. Okay, this third revision you do it before examinations, like 1 month, 20 days before the examinations, 10 days before the examinations. You have completed the third revision. That's what you do. And the last revision, as I said, that in the final level I learned is that when you are taking 8 subjects together, you don't get breaks at all, right? You don't get any breaks. You hardly get 6-7. That is also very large amount of number. I'm saying, I think it's around 4 to 6 hours that you get to revise everything that you have learned throughout the years. That becomes a lot more problematic. So there is very simple thing. It will take only 1 day for every single subject, right? So it will take only 1 day for every single subject. The thing is that you do a mock revision. Okay, you do the mock revision just before the examinations. Like the last examination is say law, right? So you are taking 3 days before the examination for law, but before that you give every single one day for every subject, so that you are trying to conduct a drill revision. How will you revise when you are going through the actual examinations? That is also very important. I faced a lot of problem in one subject because the subject was huge. I am talking about direct tax, and I was not able to revise everything properly. I would have performed way better, but I was not able to revise everything properly. So this is a personal suggestion. It will hardly take 1 day for a subject, 7 days, 4 revisions done. That is very useful. It is going to be it is going to increase your confidence as well. So as I said, I will again these 4 revisions, right? First time with the coaching, you revise everything that is taught in the class, you do what the teacher is saying. Second time, you open the book, you use various the coaching study material, you complete your own study material. That is a must, so you will do that. Third time, it is very simple. You summarize the subjects which is usually said to be done, these 3 revisions, but personally I suggest a fourth one, because in our case we don't get any breaks. It is useful if you are going to go for both groups. So that being said, another thing that I would like to mention here is that I talked about all these 4 revisions, but personally I did only 3 revisions. Okay, and that was also not something that I did with the complete 100%. So why I'm telling you this is because in case you are not completed in case you have not completed the very ideal revisions, or any teacher has told you that this amount of revisions this is done, this is only a way to organize your time, right? This 4 revisions that I mentioned is only to organize your time. It is not like if you are not going to do these 4 revisions, you are not going to make it. It is ludicrous. It is a bad thinking, that I would say. Basically, if you have less time, you may not be able to do the third revision. If you have lesser time, you may not be able to do the second revision, but still it is not like you will not be able to make it. Okay, it is just to organize your time properly. If you have done 1 revision, that is enough. Go ahead and take your chances with full confidence. That is good. But if you have time, and if you are willing to work harder and harder, and the more hard you work, the more time you will get, right? So you organize your time in this fashion so that everything is properly covered. That being said, don't be discouraged if the preparations are not very much on track. Mine were not as well, but this is something that I would suggest. If you have time, if you are willing to work hard, then do these 4 revisions, right? Moving to the next thing. Okay, I actually have a list here. So moving to the next thing, my personal suggestion is that when you are going for foundation, I believe that most of the people are from commerce background, so foundation is very easy. Most of them don't even take coaching for that. But at inter level, you need coaching, okay? Because I'm assuming that if you have just passed foundation and you are at inter level, a whole lot of subjects are being introduced to you that you never learned before. 8 new subjects. So I will personally suggest always go for coaching. I personally suggest video lectures. I will get back to that later, but go for coaching at inter level, because different subjects require different mindsets. When you are going to learn from a teacher, you are not only going to learn the subject, but you are also going to learn the subjects, how that subject is going supposed to be learned, right? For example, in costing FM, you need logic. In case of direct taxes, you cannot apply logic. If the definition of cow says it is a dog, you have to believe that cow means dog. I mean, if you have been through the course, you know what I'm saying, right? So basically, go with the subjects, go with coaching for inter level. I will personally suggest, unless you are already a graduate, or you have enough confidence, you have been through the subject, then situation may be different. You can go with self study. If you have the confidence, that is up to you, but in a very generalized way, I am saying that go with the coaching, okay, for inter level. At final level, I will suggest that at inter level, if you have developed enough confidence over a subject, you can completely go with books for final level, because at final level you may be managing office, you may be the subjects are also very huge. You may not have that much of time to go through the large amount of coaching that is being done, because in our case we don't get that much time in another professional course. So basically so my suggestion is that at final level, you can give books a chance as well. This is something I personally regret. In case of indirect taxes, I did not even consider books to like complete my study material. I always thought that I needed a coaching, that is it, I needed a coaching, that's it. But at the end, I did a coaching, it was not good, and it ruined my time. Later I studied with study material only. It was, frankly speaking, it was fine, it was not bad, it was good enough. So basically what I'm trying to say is that at final level, you should give books a chance, okay? So these are the few things. And the another thing is that as I mentioned very few minutes ago, as I mentioned, that I personally prefer video lectures, okay? I am a fan of video lectures, so I have used only video lectures for inter and final level. So my suggestion is that sorry. So there are few things that you should consider, you should keep in mind while you are using video lectures. I have had good experiences with video lectures, and I won't be lying, I've had few bad ones as well. So that's why I'm trying to make sure that you understand these things. So first thing is that whenever you are buying video lectures, okay, whenever you are buying video lectures, please be sure that the content matches. Okay, whenever there is a video lecture, there is going to be a content of the videos that are in the what the teacher is going to give you, right? So make sure you ask for content, you match it with your study material, you match what is there, what is there not, you match what is lacking. Will you be able to cover it on your own? If that is the case, good, but you have to match, because many times, I should not say this, but in case of video lectures, people are using the lectures from some other professional course. They are going to cut it and put it somewhere else. So this type of situations might cause problems. If it is for CMA only, then it is definitely good. But my suggestion is that match the content. Okay, match the content definitely. Ask for the content list and match with your study material what is in there. Another thing is that please, this is a very simple thing, that please be cautious while asking that the video lectures are completely there. Okay, it is not like it is going to be recorded and then it is going to be given to you. Unless the teacher is extremely reputed, this is not recommended. Don't go for teachers which say that I will record the lectures and then I will give it to you. I have had a bad experience. I won't recommend it to anyone unless the teacher is extremely reputed. That is too living on you. Second thing is that when you're using video lectures, my recommendation is that do not watch any subjects lectures for more than 3 hours. Okay, 4 at max, but 3 hours on an average I will recommend it. The reason is that when you have video lectures, you have the entire 100-200 hours course, right? If you were to not stop, you may be able to watch 8 to 10 hours, but that is not going to be useful. And when it is not going to be useful, the time that you have put in is going to be wasted. I personally felt this in inter level. The lectures I had for direct taxes, what I did is that I watched a lot of videos in a very short span of time. I watched, I think, PGBP, 3 days done. What is the result? After 3 days I knew nothing. My suggestion is that when you are using video lectures, whatever you have learned in that particular day, do not move ahead to another set of lectures until and unless you have revised everything of the past lectures that you saw in that particular morning. Okay, so basically you watch certain videos today, you wake up, you revise, then only you move on. Otherwise don't move on, watch the same lectures again. That is better rather than moving on without understanding the what you learned before. That is going to cause a lot of problems for you. It did for me. I think all of you are wise, you will not do that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to mention, that never move ahead when you are using video lectures. You have this kind of advantage, never move ahead without understanding everything you have understood. So that being said, notes, yeah, so the notes either the teacher is going to give you, or if you're going to make it on your own, it is also useful. In case of, this is a very well known concept, it is called again the concept register. You can make it. I made it for SFM and few other subjects. You can make it on depending upon you, so it will be very useful for you. That yeah, so these are all the things that I wanted to share. Again sorry. So I don't have anything specific to share. I do not remember anything. But another thing that I would like to say is something that I have learned from these period of years, is that whenever you are making career decisions, please make the career decision on the basis of facts. Okay, do not make your career decisions basis of opinions of anyone. It is very simple thing, that but I still think that you all should know. I personally have believed it. Do not make career decisions on the basis of opinions of anyone. You need to make career decisions on the basis of facts only. And I understand that I was also in foundation level. You don't understand a lot of things. You don't have that level of factual coverage that you can extract facts and then make a good analytical decision, right? But you need, if in case you are 20-21, you are deciding to go for a course, you need to have a good sense of understanding what you want, right? Personally, I did a lot of analysis. I passed the first level of all the 3 examinations. I did a lot of analysis and I decided that CMA is the best. At least I believe so. Now, that being said, there are a lot of people who are going to give you opinions, right? We don't believe of opinions. Make career decisions on the basis of facts. That is something that I wanted to share. I learned this from Saurabh Tosniwal sir. If you're on Quora, you will know what I'm saying. So That being said, these are all the things that I wanted to share. If there is anything specific you think that you want to ask directly from me, I will share my number. You can WhatsApp me. It is 9801 901 849. I won't be able to receive any calls, but please WhatsApp me. I will definitely reply if there is any specific query. So thank you. I hope the very best for all of you. I hope I have not wasted your time, right? So best of luck.